Hey everyone, it's Intuitive Shana. Today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about pendulums. And I say that because a lot of people come to me and want to know how to get in touch with their higher self and their spirit guides and essentially strengthen their intuition. Now, really there's a slew of ways to do that, but I kind of want to go with the cheap and dirty way of doing it, which to me is working with a pendulum, which looks like this. Mine is aventurine stone suspended on a chain. You can buy them almost anywhere. They're relatively cheap. You can get them from like 10 bucks up to something really expensive depending on what you're looking for and what you want them made out of. Some are made out of wood, some are metal. I personally like stone. Just go with whatever calls to you. You can also even make them at home. Basically all you need is some sort of chain or rope and a weight at the end so that you can get some good swinging action there. So you can make that with like a pendant or a ring if you so choose to go that road of doing a little DIY with it. And the whole thought process behind a pendulum is that it allows you to get in touch with your higher self. So essentially, when you're using a pendulum, you are communicating directly with your higher self and your spirit guides through a tool, which is a really fabulous way to start to build that connection that you need to have in order to really fully start strengthening your communication and connection with your intuition. So pendulums are a type of dowsing tool. They're really easy to answer yes or no questions, pick things out on maps and charts, select things. One time when I was in Louisiana, I was at a bar with one of my friends and she started playing with the pendulum and guessing people's favorite drinks off of the drink menu with her pendulum, and she's doing a really good job with it too. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you just a little bit about how to start working with a pendulum. You can start to use charts and all these different pendulum boards and stuff, but I'm going to just teach you the basics for right now, and then when you get this down, then we can move on to some more advanced stuff. So when you get your pendulum, you want to just kind of hold it between your fingers and have a good grip on it, and you want to suspend it above a table or a flat surface is generally good. Some people put their hand underneath. What's important is that you have your elbow on something sturdy, so you're not like trying to like do that and you're shaking and be like, holy shit, it's moving. No, bitch, it doesn't work that way. So what you do is you hold it, and a lot of times you're going to ask yes or no questions. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to find out what your yes and no is. So it starts with that. So show me yes. So I've got mine swinging back and forth for my yes. Show me no. And then mine swings counterclockwise for no. So a lot of times it'll go back and forth and side to side, or clockwise and counterclockwise. I kind of just let my pendulum choose how it wants to respond. You can also program them if that's what you want to do, where you're like, this is yes and this is no, or however you want to do it. And you just kind of consistently work with that until it starts to respond to you when you ask it to show you yes or no, and it starts doing what you want it to do. That's up to you on how you decide to do it. So after you have your yes and no down, you want to start with questions that you already know the answer to, and this is going to help you test the accuracy. So, is my name Shana? Is today Thursday? Am I in Burbank right now? See, so it answered all of my questions accurately, so you can start with that, and once you have that down, which is generally pretty easy, what you want to start doing before you start really using it for divination is start having your friends ask questions. Don't let them touch it. You're still going to hold it, but you have them ask a question that you don't know the answer to. And then you start giving them the answers and you test that accuracy. And once you have that down, you've basically done right there is you've built a relationship with your pendulum so that you now trust it. So then you can start asking questions, and you can start with different yes or no questions like, am I going to be late to work, things like that, and kind of just go from there. And of course you can start asking questions for other people. You can have it pick out your lunch on a lunch menu if you want. I have coworkers that do that. It's pretty cool. So you can just do different things like that. And the cool thing about it, when it comes back to building your intuition with this and building that connection with your higher self, is that pretty soon as you're asking the question, you're going to know the answer before your pendulum even starts swinging. And that's when you know that you've really started to kind of connect that, and then you can really start trusting that thought process that you get as well. But you can always use this as that really reliable tool. So this is my intro to pendulums and how to use it. Just the quick and dirty way of how to kind of go about talking to your spirit guides and getting that all connected and aligned. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go check me out at the Green Man. Come check out downstairs at the Green Man. We have a lot of really cool pendulums, and start practicing this. Email me if you have any questions about it at all or want some feedback. And then in the next couple weeks, when you guys are all done with the basics, I'll post up another video getting a little bit more specific, and we'll start talking about charts. So thanks everyone. Remember, you can find me at the Green Man store, 818-985-2010. You can also check me out on Instagram at Intuitive Shana, and check me out on my website, www.intuitiveshana.com. Thanks guys.